Do you know what sounds your dog loves to hear? It's a curious question, isn't it? It's fascinating how our canine companions have their own preferences, just like we do. Understanding these preferences is more than just fun trivia. It can genuinely enhance our bond with our furry friends. Imagine knowing exactly what to do to instantly brighten their day. It's a powerful tool. So, are you ready to dive into this enchanting world of canine sounds? Stay tuned as we unravel the 12 sounds your dog absolutely loves. First up on our list is a sound that is as unique as a fingerprint, your voice. Yes, you heard that right. The sound of their owner's voice is music to a dog's ears. It's a symphony of security, companionship, and love. It's the sound they associate with warmth, comfort, and often good things coming their way. Whether it's the excitement in your tone when you say walk, or the soothing lullaby of your voice that lulls them to sleep, your voice is a sound your dog absolutely adores. Next, we have the high-pitched squeal of a squeaky toy. To some humans, this sound might be annoying, but to dogs, it's like Christmas morning. The squeak of a toy triggers their natural hunting instincts. It's a sound that says playtime, a sound that promises fun, excitement, and a good old game of fetch. So the next time you grimace at the squeaky sound of your dog's favorite toy, remember, to them, it's pure joy. Finally, for the third sound, imagine this: the clinking of utensils, the sizzle of a pan, the chopping of vegetables. Yes, the sound of food being prepared is a culinary concert to your dog's ears. It's a symphony that signals one thing: mealtime. This sound often triggers a Pavlovian response in dogs, making them salivate in anticipation of their next meal. It's not just the smell of food that gets them excited, but also the sound of it being made. So there we have it, the first three sounds that make your dog's ears perk up: your voice, the squeak of a toy, and the sound of food being prepared. Each of these sounds has a unique way of communicating with your dog, hitting the right notes in their hearts and minds. So the next time you speak, squeak a toy, or prepare a meal, pay attention to your dog's reaction. You'll be surprised at how much they love these sounds. Moving on, let's explore more sounds that make your dog's tail wag. Next on our list is a sound that is universally loved by dogs everywhere: the sound of other dogs. Whether it's a distant bark, a nearby whimper, or a familiar howl, these sounds act like a canine language, sparking curiosity and often inciting a response. Dogs are pack animals, and they naturally crave interaction, even if it's only auditory. They may perk up, tilt their heads, or even respond with their own chorus of barks, clearly indicating their interest. Moving on to the fifth sound on our list, we have the sound of a doorbell or a knock on the door. Now, this might seem strange to some of us. Why would dogs love these sounds? Well, it's not so much the sound itself, but what it represents. To many dogs, the ring of a doorbell or a knock on the door signifies the arrival of someone new. This could mean a playmate, a friend, or even a new adventure. It's the anticipation of what's coming next that gets them excited. You might have noticed your dog's ears perk up, or their tail wagging furiously the moment they hear these sounds. Lastly, for this segment, we have the soothing sounds of nature: the chirping of birds, the rustling of leaves in the wind, even the pitter-patter of rain against the window. These are sounds that dogs love. You see, dogs have an incredibly sharp sense of hearing. They can hear frequencies far above what we humans can. So, imagine how rich and diverse the sounds of nature must be for them. It's like an orchestra of sounds, each one telling a different story. It's no wonder dogs love spending time outdoors, exploring and soaking in these sounds. These sounds can really get your dog's attention, but wait, there's more. Our journey through the soundscape continues with, we're diving headfirst into the next trio of sounds that your beloved canine companion finds irresistible. Have you ever noticed your dog's ears perk up at the sound of running water? That's our seventh sound. You might be wondering, why would a dog like water noises? Well, to a dog, the sound of running water can be associated with the refreshing sensation of quenching their thirst or a fun splash in the pool on a hot day. This sound can be a source of comfort and excitement for them, a simple reminder of the good times. Moving on to the eighth sound, the gentle purr of a car engine starting. This might seem a bit odd, but think about it. Car rides often lead to exciting adventures for our furry friends. Maybe it's a trip to the dog park, a drive to their favorite hiking spot, or even just a quick run to the drive-thru for a sneaky snack. The sound of a car engine can signal the start of an exciting journey, and dogs, being the intelligent creatures they are, can quickly make this positive association. And finally, the ninth sound that gets tails wagging, the sound of a leash jingling. This one's a no-brainer. Leashes often mean one thing to a dog: walk time. It's not just the exercise dogs love, but the chance to explore their environment, sniff out new scents, and of course, mark their territory. The jingle of a leash can be music to a dog's ears, a symphony of promise and adventure. So, there you have it, the seventh, eighth, and ninth sounds that dogs love. The sound of running water, a car engine starting, and a leash jingling. It's fascinating how these everyday sounds can have such an impact on our dogs, creating a world of positive associations and excitement for them. Sounds interesting, doesn't it? But we're not done yet. And finally, the last sounds on our list are... Let's dive into the final trio of sounds that your canine companion might just love. First up, we have the sound of a can opener. Now you might be thinking, a can opener? Really? But just bear with me for a moment. Many dogs associate the sound of a can opener with mealtime. Whether it's the noise of opening a can of dog food or perhaps a can of tuna, this sound often signifies that something tasty is on the way. For your dog, the can opener might just be the orchestra to their gourmet concert. Next, we have the sound of a ball bouncing. This one might seem a tad more obvious, especially if you have a dog that loves to play fetch. The sound of a ball bouncing is like a siren's call to many dogs. It signals playtime, an opportunity for them to stretch their legs, get some exercise, and most importantly, have fun. It's the sound of adventure, the sound of joy, the sound of a good time waiting to be had. Lastly, we have the sound of a vacuum cleaner. Now, this one might seem counterintuitive. Many dogs are known to be afraid of vacuum cleaners, but not all dogs share this fear. Some dogs find the sound of a vacuum cleaner to be soothing, almost like white noise. It could also be that they associate the vacuum cleaner with cleanliness, or perhaps they just enjoy the challenge of trying to figure out what that big noisy machine is doing. And there you have it. The final three sounds on our list: the sound of a can opener, a ball bouncing, and a vacuum cleaner. Each one of these sounds, as odd as they may seem, could bring joy to your dog in its unique way. So, those are the 12 sounds your dog loves. Surprised? To sum it all up, we've journeyed through the symphony of 12 sounds that our dogs simply love to hear. From the gentle rustling of a treat bag that sends their tails wagging, to the soft, soothing whispers that calm them down after a long day of play, we've explored the magic of a squeaky toy, the comfort of a familiar voice, and the sheer joy of hearing their own names. We've also discovered the excitement that the jingle of a leash can bring, and the curious intrigue of strange new sounds from the outside world. We've seen how the rhythmic hum of a car engine can lull them into a peaceful sleep, and how the soft pitter-patter of rain can be a source of fascination. Through these sounds, we've learned that our dogs are not just simple creatures, but beings with complex emotions, preferences, and a keen sense of hearing. They respond to the world around them in ways that are deeply unique and utterly endearing. Understanding the sounds that our dogs love is more than just a fun exercise. It's a step towards building a stronger bond with our furry friends. It helps us create a living environment that's not just comfortable, but also filled with sounds that bring joy, comfort, and excitement to their lives. So next time you notice your dog's ears perking up, you'll know exactly what they're listening to. Thank you for tuning in.